We are quite excited about the potential as far as the pharma business is concerned. And yes, with all the geopolitical tensions, and not only geopolitical, even because of the constraints that supply chain had during the COVID crisis, I think all companies, all global companies have decided that they need to diversify their sources of products and raw materials and APIs. And therefore, the China plus one strategy is something that is playing out. It will take time for capacity to be built in India. It's not that it's going to happen overnight, but in the next 3, 4...
But how ready is India for it? How ready are companies such as Piramal Pharma to make the best of that opportunity, of that reorientation?
So we are ready in the terms of decision making, we are ready in terms of funding, we are ready in terms of identifying what can be done, but it just takes that much time to set up a plant. If you have to, these will be large capacities. So we are in the process of actually setting up a new plant now, for instance. And by the time you set it up, you get all the FDA approvals and all, it does take time. So I would say in the next 3 to 5 years, you will see that many new facilities coming up. The PLI scheme, which the government has also announced, will also help. There are other schemes that have been announced. So the direction is right. Some companies will be a little faster, others will take a little longer.
But in 3 to 5 years, how much dominance and market share would India have in the global contract manufacturing space that right now has China as a number one? You said China plus. Is it going to be taking away market share from China?
I don't, so there will be some market share taking away, but I don't think that China can be replaced. That's not the idea. As I said, it will be China plus, and that's what it will be. China will still remain a dominant player because they have established their facilities for a long time. Their costs have been also, because these are now depreciated facilities, they're all set up, the costs are also low.
But competition is also brewing with ASEAN coming into the picture, right? Whether it's Vietnam and other countries which are also trying to bring about the same model as India is. So where do you think Indian companies stand, and how do they have an edge over these other countries to really draw in more capital in this area?
So Indian companies actually, the way we have an edge comparatively is first the quality of talent that we have. That there is, it's not that this is already a industry which exists, whether it's APIs, whether it's intermediates. Pharma has been in India for several decades. So that itself is a big advantage. You don't have to start from scratch. There are, and most of the companies, if you look at in API and intermediates and formulations, of course, are Indian companies. So for them, this is the home place. It's easier to expand over here. The manpower exists, the knowledge of the, all the manufacturing exists. And India also is a large country. I mean, some of the ASEAN countries are not as big as India. So for them to grow is not as easy. But yes, there will be competition. There always is. But you have to then make the quality, the right product at the right quality and the right price.